North Texas went to Baton Rouge and got beat 41-14. If you look at the stats and highlight package, sure looks like it was a pretty typical money game slaughter. Yet, a lot of North Texas fans are pretty happy with the outcome. So why is that? Even though we allowed plays like this, where this Beckham guy just rumbling, stumbling all the way down there, and looks like he has a convoy of blockers, and not a green shirt to be to stop him. And not only that one, there was another one before that got called back. Well, anyway. There's things to be happy about, like this Hilbert Jackson hit stick on Zach Mettenberg. Ba-boom. Yeah, I said ba-boom. Okay, let's see how we allowed 351 yards rushing. All right, this was that first LSU touchdown. If you look here, you see that North Texas has it pretty much bottled up. Every man has his gap filled, and it looks like we're going to keep this one to under 30 yards, you know? The problem is that LSU opened up a huge hole, leaving Laramie Lee to defend like 7 yards. Hilbert Jackson's man comes over and blocks him out of the play. And Hilbert Jackson is a touch out of position, thinking that the running back is going to cut up the middle. Instead, he bounces it outside, and that means it's touchdown time. So let's look at a play where we did much better.
And on the defensive side of the ball. Here's Zach Mettenberger handing off to Russell Shepard. And he is dumped at the 24-yard line. Beautiful play by Chad Polk, the linebacker. It's a loss of 5.
On this play, LSU ran a sweep right. Chad Polk read the defense, shed his blocker, and made the tackle. As in the previous play, UNT had everybody in position to make a tackle. It was just a matter of Chad Polk making the tackle, not getting blocked out of it. As we'll see in the next clip, LSU didn't always have to block to get yardage.
It's been going on almost a full house here. Second down at 15. Mettenberger. Option pitch to Michael Ford. Up the sideline to the third.
Here, LSU runs a variation on the zone read that made guys like Vince Young famous. However, instead of handing off to the running back on a dive or a sweep to the left, and reading the defensive end and either running with the quarterback north-south, they run an option, like a speed option to the right. Brandon McCoy gets caught up, tripped, and optioned off of. And so that leaves the running back plenty of sideline.
Pitch to Michael Ford. Up the sideline to the third.
This is a play that you've seen in all the highlight tapes. It's Hilbert Jackson's big hit on Zach Mettenberger. The guy that made this play, though, was probably Tevin Cantley. He got into the backfield by throwing number 70 out of the way and making Zach hesitate for just a little bit. That allowed Jackson to get there. Jackson probably would have sacked him anyway, but the combination of the two made it beautiful.
Diagnose pressure just like that and identify it in your pre-snap. You want to make sure you got to keep yourself clean. You can't.
Broadcast team mentioned that he didn't read the defense, and they were right. The wide receiver did, however. He noticed that Hilbert Jackson was about to blitz a second before the play started. He even adjusted his route. However, Mettenberger didn't see him because he was looking to the left. And that created the big hit of the night.
Hit and knocked down hard.
We'll take a look at how UNT handled a similar situation in which Derek Thompson ends up having to scramble for his life.
Third down at 6 for the Mean Green. Thompson pumps, now wants to run. Can't get away. Ego Ferguson, there's one of those defensive tackles expected to have.
The LSU defensive back here is showing blitz. Breland Chancellor and Derek Thompson are both looking towards the sideline. I don't know if they're getting a different play, but I do know that Ivan Delgado and Breland Chancellor did not break their routes off. Derek Thompson may have been looking for that. However, it's just as likely that he was looking for a deep route against the LSU blitz. They did go deep against it a couple times. Later on, though, on that Breland Chancellor 80-yard touchdown, they decided to break off the route, hit the slant. LSU couldn't quite jump it in time, and it was touchdown time. Look at that Sunbelt speed, baby. Coach Mack is not a fan of moral victories. And really, 41-14 loss is a 41-14 loss. That said, North Texas did a lot of nice things in this game. The thing to take away from it, as a UNT fan, is that North Texas plays smart football now. Everybody was in position to make plays, and they got beat by bigger, better athletes. Athletes that play at the national championship level. Still, when you see guys like Tevin Cantley shoving aside SEC linemen, or you see Breland Chancellor blowing by SEC speed, it makes you think maybe we're not that far off, and we got a good season ahead of us. Anyway, thanks for watching. Go Mean Green.